I'm just chilling out, trying to save lives.
And it's just round after round of storms.
So the weather's getting weird. That is perfectly clear. Rounds and rounds of storms are headed your way. Choose your poison. You want a whole lot of rain and hail, or you want hellacious heat? You can have one of the two, and neither are free. I'm just chilling out, trying to save lives.
And it's just round after round of storms.
Can't rule out tornadoes, though. We saw 6 tornado reports yesterday, and we could see more today.
Here's the battle zone in here.
Heavy rain in Columbus, Ohio yesterday. We're looking at more storms in the forecast today, and I think rain is going to be a major threat.
This is a look at what happened after Chicago and surrounding locations got hit with a half a foot of rainfall. There were some even higher amounts than that. So many places that picked up on 4 to 6 inches of rain. Still a lot of rainfall coming down. So there will be additional amounts of rain coming on top of some of these accumulations that we were just talking about. Look at that, 7-inch plus accumulations. A lot of flash flooding, water at least 8 to 10 inches deep in some locations. People having to be rescued via raft.
We've had a lot of severe weather over the last couple of days, including storms that have just dropped a tremendous amount of rain in the Great Lakes, especially Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, even places like New York and Pennsylvania, Illinois as well. And it's just round after round of storms.
And along this battle zone between these air masses, we're going to continue to see showers and thunderstorms over the course of the next couple of days.
Well, the last 24 hours down in South Florida have been very wet. Take a look. Miami, Florida, the last 24 hours, they've had over 5 inches of rain. Yeah, so it has been very wet down there.
It is just plain steamy.
Stay cool.
And you have to stay cool, right? We are going from cool to downright hot.
This is a Thor News presentation. Are you cool? Because I'm going to be dropping some hard Thor News science upon you. Thor News presents. We sure got a whole lot of flooding going on in the United States right now. And if you can't handle the facts, bub, you need to go back to watching Sesame Street or the Electric Company. Hey, you guys! Yeah, the worse the weather gets, the sillier I shall become. All right. Yeah, we got flooding everywhere. Asterisk. Welcome to Asteroid Fight Club. I'm your host, Thor. Today we have
a lot to talk about here in the Northeast. The first thing I want to mention is the flooding concern. With all the moisture in the atmosphere right now, you just get a whole lot of rain, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Buffalo, New York did have a flash flood warning earlier today. We have numerous flash flood watches here across the Ohio Valley, western Pennsylvania, and then as we get into New York City, Connecticut, also up toward western Massachusetts. And some of those areas actually now have a severe thunderstorm watches where we could see some damaging winds along with that drenching rainfall. So
there will be some very heavy thunderstorms in that red zone in the Ohio Valley.
The problem is this boundary is kind of just set up, and it hasn't moved all that much over the last couple of days. Had some pretty serious problems in Buffalo, by the way, as well as places like Genesee, Flint, Michigan, some serious flooding issues on 475.
We've had some tropical moisture from what was Tropical Depression 4.
And it's just round after round of storms. That's the problem here. It hasn't been like you get one round of storms and then it's over. It's just more rounds of storms.
Thursday, the threat goes off to the east. Indianapolis, Cleveland, you were included in it. And Friday, we could be looking at more severe weather in terms of hail, strong winds, and flooding rain right into the mid-Atlantic.
Boy, guys, we've had some very serious flooding in parts of the Great Lakes over the last couple days, and I'd say some of the worst of it has been today in areas just east of Columbus, Ohio. Look at this. Boy, it's amazing how little water it takes to move a car, although, to be fair, that was actually a pretty good amount of water. Not only were people being rescued from cars, you also had people being rescued from homes. I mean, some of this helicopter footage here is just unbelievable. Look at this. I mean, those are legitimate water rescues going on, knee-high, maybe even hip-high water in some spots. And unfortunately, some of these spots actually have even more rain in the forecast over the next 12 to 24 hours. That's amazing video, isn't it? Look how fast that water is moving. My goodness.
So yeah, the weather is weird. And though my prediction of Tropical Storm Don becoming a hurricane and hitting the United States was totally wrong, my visions of escalating floods in the United States is still on point. Alright, I'm going to keep this one short so I can get at people in the East Coast in time before they go to bed to let them know this system, which has been moving slow and flooding a lot of areas, is coming your way. You hear what I say, Katya? Do you think about me when you see the lightning and hear the rain?
Lightning strike right in front of me. Not right. Oh my!
If it's happening in a galaxy, then Thor is all over it.
was a wild, severe weather day.
Just some nasty storms.
10 tornadoes reported yesterday through parts of the Midwest.
I don't know what's going on.
When living organisms are faced with environmental change, their response almost always involves a change in genetic expression.
Are you sure? Are you crazy sure?
To cope, they switch on and off certain genes.
You want to point out the weather right now?
Yeah, there were farts everywhere and toots. I think it's crazy.
And that is going to make it feel, again, a little bit more uncomfortable.